Enter if you dare.
And be wary of a scare.
I hope you ran fast from the bear.
You're like, what? And then,
If you didn't, that'd be quite a snare.
cool, okay, I was correct, it's Brusk. Also, you can actually see how pale Cosmo is in the background there.
Yeah, in that photo.
Oh wow, he is really pale.
Yeah, I'll straight up say, I'll straight up say I prefer how he looks in ghost form, even though it does give me some Crash 2 Cortex vibes.
It does definitely feel like that.
I want you to give me the crystals, Voodoo wins.
Yeah. Alright, so the problem is that
Don't these things usually make noise?
so yeah, okay. To explain, we need to summon the Butler, but we need to find the bell to open the Butler. So welcome to my least favorite hub of the game.
Oh boy.
Well, apart from the last hub. Basically, it starts off simple enough. I'll say right now, so far it starts off fairly simple, which is...
First thing you gotta do is...
you gotta, basically, those buttons there control the rotations of each of the 3 floors, first, second, and third. And eventually you're gonna have to start, like, linking them together, like, find the stairwell, and then link that to the stairwell on the 2nd floor, and so on and so forth. And, oh, there's the Butler.
You rang,
And
sir.
there he goes.
Where the hell's he going?
Hey, you! Where you going?
Now, we are gonna need him, because he's actually vital to us, there's the stairwell. You know what? While I'm up here, let's see if I can, do anything else. Oh, nope.
It's locked.
Fine.
Or rather, blocked.
So this is why you would need to now start messing around with this until... Ha! There we go.
Bingo.
We'll get back to you in a second, Butler. Don't worry. I was showing off the rotating room. So, you know what? I'll say, what are your guys' thoughts on this sort of like, sort of, not spooky, but this sort of like, creepy jazz we've been hearing throughout?
I've been digging it.
It's definitely creepy jazz.
It's definitely more professional than most other songs of games of its type.
I'm gonna look up who did the composition for this game, because I do enjoy it a lot. Let's see. Anything else? Oh, there's a life. More bags. Okay, so there is no, like, zombie or cars. Okay, so let's see. So one of the main composers is a man named Steve Kirk.
Steve Kirk, what's he done? What's he done in his life?
Let's see. In terms of interactive media, his projects include...
Oh, we just passed through the Butler just like that.
He's a ghost.
Don't even know how he do.
So this is why we need him, is because he reveals, like, ectoplasmic trails. Otherwise, all of this...
Is transparent.
I'm gonna straight up say right now, this is also one of my... I'll say this right now. If you're going for 100%, you're going to hate this level so much. Because the platforms only exist when the Butler is there, and he takes a very particular path. And if you ever deviate from that path, you may as well just take the death then. Because I don't think he ever, if at all, comes back the way you came.
Not helped by the fact that you do still have lives to worry about.
Also, something I'm now noticing, because of the resolution upscale for this game, I'm noticing that the preview of the ghost kind of, like, him as an entity cuts off, not at the very top of the screen, but a little bit before it.
Huh.
That's a weird little graphical quirk, but no matter. Better that than the texture stuff we saw in the stall. Alright.
Yeah. I mean, that only happened at the very end of the game, thankfully.
Where is the leader of this place?
I think we found him.
Hello?
Oh,
he dead.
He's
Who
long
runs
gone.
this place?
Oh. Is that another doll?
Hello, I'm Dolly.
So it is.
Of course you are.
Will you be my friend?
I'm a little busy right now. I'm looking for my boss. Sturdy, magical lady wearing a whole lot of rope.
Oh, you must mean Madame Charmaine.
Yeah, exactly.
You know where she is?
Sure, they took her to the Carnival de Prave. I can show you how to get there, but could you get rid of the scary monsters upstairs for me first?
How about you show me the way to the Carnival de Prave, and then I look into your little monster
Hey.
infestation.
No,
Uh-oh.
I mean, fair is fair. Take care of all the monsters on the
I
second
mean,
floor and then...
fair enough. And yeah, unless we want to incur her wrath.
Hey,
Yeah, you already can see where this is going.
Well, I always get
So,
roped into these things.
yes, meet Dolly, who is,
Right, whatever.
cool. Who's played by Bama Roget, or Roget, I don't know how to pronounce that last name, R-O-G-E-T. Other notable things is that she was also in Pajama Sam 3 and Spy Fox, the third one.
Yeah, it sounds like they mostly got their pick of actors from that lineup.
Yeah.
Yep. In any case, we get ourselves a new Voodoo power-up, the Iron Maiden.
Ooh.
And yeah, back to the tumbler room. So now we want to go up to the second floor, which I need to rotate the stairs again. I believe it saves their position at least. So
Here's
come
hoping.
on. Bingo. And yeah, the other door is still there. So also, yes, I do actually think that in a pinch, do you think she could pull off a better Harley than Tara could?
I mean, I won't doubt it. What do you think?
I don't know. I feel like I'd probably need to hear a little bit more of her to determine that or not. Honestly, at this point, I'm willing to accept anyone over Terror, mainly just because, not for nothing.
Variety!
Observe where they come from.
No, I was just saying, like I get what you're saying. You want variety. It's been
Well,
how many
yeah,
years?
just- Yeah, it's like not even just variety. I just feel like she's just losing her touch when it comes to voicing Harley.
I think we talked about this, but I think the problem is that it kind of, for better or for worse, it kind of does the whole. Okay, so those things are going to spawn continuously unless we blow up the TNT, which just gotta do this back from that second level again. So, boom. But anyway, jeez, get out of here.
That's a very specific phrase.
Oh, well, yeah, I say it all the time. No, it's okay. But it's for better or for worse, it kind of comes off like the Jason Griffith Sonic thing, where there's like only one tone of voice, and it's one of those things where I'm positive that if you told her, Harley, say something, Tara, say something like Harley, she's like, okay, and she'll do the exact voice, but that's the voice she'll say no matter what you ask her to say.
You know what? Like, I get why you use Jason as a comparison, but I feel like that's gonna piss off a lot of Sonic fans nowadays.
Again, for
I mean,
better
do we
or for
really
worse,
care
he's
at
not
this
a bad
point? Like, they're never satisfied.
dude, I
They're
grew
never
up-
satisfied. I'm just warning Logan.
I'll say straight up, I grew up with Jason Griffith as Sonic. I still think he was one of the best Shadows. I will just say, though, that when it comes to Sonic, I do 100% agree with... I think the first person who ever said the opinion, which I guess I'm parodying at this point, is the guy Bellina Productions.
Uh-huh.
The fact that it was in one of his podcasts, he said, all right, here's Jason Griffith as Sonic. Hi, I'm Sonic the Hedgehog, and I'm expressing that I'm sad. And that's it.
Well, I mean, I
Which,
feel
yes,
like
if you watch Sonic 06, that's kind of like his only tone of voice.
Well, to be fair, Sonic 06 just had bad voice direction in general, so I don't hold that particular game against Jason.
Right, and as we said before, he got better. He got better over time. It's just a shame that by the time he started getting really good with the character, there wasn't much left for him to work with.
Right.
Yeah. I'm on fire.
Yeah, you really are. But
I
yeah,
never thought of my plan after this point, but I mean, I just thought, hey, why not? Oh, okay. Oh, you have to use that candelabra.
Yeah, I was about to say there was another candle over there.
Okay. Oh, jeez. So, right away, and again, dickish little precision platforming. Again, just expected. This game, I don't know. It's definitely not grabbed by the ghoulies. I don't know why that phrase came to mind, but
Well, I
definitely
mean, same system.
But it definitely is one of those things where it reminds me of the system maybe was not fully designed for, but look at that. Look at that one up over there.
That
I'm gonna
does
go
look.
for it.
I mean, yeah, go for it, man.
Nope.
Oh.
I don't know what they're expecting me to do unless I was supposed to do
Reincarnation.
cool. Yeah, no, one of his phrases, reincarnation really works.
It totally does.
Still this.
Ah!
I'm engulfed in flames. Okay, so yeah. Also, as you're noticing, whenever you die, you do lose all of your voodoo magic.
Man. Stupid gremlins.
That's it. Just for that, running with scissors. Actually, nah. I was about to use it against them, but I realized no, the darn thing's an enemy generator. It would just make more by the time I got back. Let's go. So. Nice. Oh my gosh. I don't know why. I think I've talked about this already, but it was just coming to mind that I was a little disappointed in the Muppet Haunted Mansion special.
I think we talked about it before. I don't remember if you ever went into like a lot of detail. Although I am curious because I personally really liked it.
I thought it was fine.
I mean, the setup was fine, and of course the costumes were cool, and yeah, decrepit, like decaying Gonzo was unironically kind of creepy.
Yeah, no, that was a pretty sick looking Gonzo.
That was like
Literally.
straight up. That was straight up. That was like something from frickin' Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared.
Yeah, it's like that and the John Stamos jump scare.
Yeah, that too. But no, I was thinking of I just remember some of the jokes being a little cornbally or they lasted way too long, like the dun 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 dun. No, you did it again. You added 2 extra duns. No, you're supposed to tell me to, and it's just like, okay, that was silly like the first 2 times, but by I think the 4th time I was like, okay. They needed to find ways to pad this timing out.
You know what? I see your criticism. Your criticism of like the jokes sometimes being a little bit cornball, some of them overstaying their welcome. Counter argument. You've never watched any other Muppets thing before, have you?
I've seen the Muppets, but I don't recall like Muppets. I don't recall Muppet Treasure Island. I don't recall Muppets Christmas Carol, and I don't recall Muppet. I don't even recall Muppets Wizard of Oz with Pepe the Prawn.
Well, to be fair, nobody here, like nobody acknowledges the Muppets Wizard of Oz as being a good flick.
It was okay.
I've never seen it, so I can't say anything.
I just heard very mediocre things about it.
I'll say that it was my introduction to Pepe Le Prawn, and maybe that's the other thing is, Pepe is not my favorite Muppet.
I didn't care for too much for him personally either.
I don't care for his gimmicks. I just think he's, I don't know.
I think it really depends.
I like the classic cast more.
Well, of course, the classic cast is classic for a reason. Pepe, I think it really depends on how he's used, because I remember him being perfectly fine in certain productions.
Oh, that one with the Doctor? Oh, yes, Doctor.
Like, yeah,
Doctor.
like Muppets in Space, like, I thought, ironically, made some good use of it. It's like, hey, Gummy, when you gonna fix the stove, okay? What's wrong with it? That.
It's like, that's fine. that was okay. I think it was the old bait? What's the
bait?
fish bait?
Oh!
Dynamite.
That is indeed bait. For a dumb schmuck.
So this is the gimmick of this stage. So to an extent, it's like an expansion of what we've already seen. So we already know that lighting ourselves on fire can help blow up TNT, but now we're in a position where we need to place the TNT beforehand.
Okay.
So we have to take this TNT over to where one of these eggs are. There we go. Now we need to find one of these crossbows and line up the shots so that a la ye old Zelda, shoot ourselves through the fire to catch ourselves on fire and then grab that TNT to blow up. So
You may fire when ready, Captain.
I'm flying.
that'll do it.
And I'm on fire!
Oh,
And then rinse and repeat. And that's about it. That's this level's gimmick.
I'll just do it a couple more times.
Yeah. Don't mind that weird farty sound. That's me. That happens whenever I try to do a button command, but I'm not able to yet. It's a thing.
But yeah, no, like going back to the little Muppets thing, like I'm pretty sure we at least sat down together to watch some of the Muppet Show, and then I know at one point we definitely just sat down to watch the original Muppets movie, which that was pretty fun for what it was.
oh yeah,
that was
that's,
fun.
That is still
Oh.
a classic in my opinion.
It's
And I
definitely one
know-
of those things where like I have to remind myself when it came out. Like, now, if you finish your thing first, actually, yeah, go for it.
Well, like there's that. I also remember at one point we got together to watch The Great Muppet Caper, and you know, I'm gonna be honest. Like, before we watched that, I heard, like, nothing but great things about it. I hear it's considered one of the better Muppet films. And when we were watching that movie, which was, like, my first time ever really watching it, I did have, like, a sour experience with it. Not because of the movie itself, but because of the fact that there was, like, a lot of talking and Allie and Matt being really pessimistic about the movie.
Yeah, that didn't
yeah.
entirely help.
Which is a bummer because I like some of the bits, like the
You are all weirdos.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you think a place this fancy, there'd at least be, like, a I forgot the line that Fozzie said, but like when they're at the restaurant, it's like, a place this fancy, you'd think there'd be a plate of peanuts here or something like that. Anyone can feel free to correct me in the comments.
It's okay. So there we go.
Yeah, no, there was that, and just they just got super antsy over the fact that the villain was, well, his motivation was very fucking non-existent.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, I would say, like, maybe not non-existent, but just, like, very one-note, which the fact that, like, well, for one, the villain outright acknowledges that he's a very one-note villain, which, you know, despite what they say, I feel like is kind of in tone with Muppets humor.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, yeah, no, like, that's not something I would view as irregular in that context.
Yeah.
Well.
Oh yeah, by the way, we should get back to the plot.
Sorry. So she's gonna finally take us to the Carnival de Prave, where I almost say Madame Leota, where Madame,
Now follow him.
oh.
Then head through the trees.
Okay.
See you at the train station.
Thank you, Mr. J.
I'm sure deep down she's not gonna be a
She may be a touch psychotic, but
But yeah,
It's
actually,
a
now that I
start.
hear the voice a bit, I'm not sure if I'd outright say Harley Quinn, but I can see her being a pretty decent Betty Boop if nothing else.
Yeah?
I
Oh
could
my
hear
gosh,
it.
yeah. And then I forget.
Still got it. It's like, she married Roger Rabbit?
Yeah, what a lucky gal.
I remember that. And then what was
That's still really impressive that was that the original Betty Boop actress that voiced her there?
If
Or was
not
that just
the original, then a really good sound alike.
really solid sound alike? I'm gonna look that up actually. Also, the composer of this game, also actually, believe it or not, the composer of this game probably maybe typecast. I don't know. The composer of this game also did the composition for a Princess and the Frog game.
Oh,
For
the
the
one on
Wii
the
and for
DS, I'm thinking?
No, for the Nintendo Wii and computer.
Oh, okay.
Ah,
I miss freaking licensed games.
well,
Out of all-
it depends.
I heard that of all things, the Hotel Transylvania 4 is getting a licensed game.
I think it's already out.
Yeah, it is.
wow.
Like, I'm surprised at that. You know what? Your wish came true, Logan. They are still making licensed movie games. Just not
All right,
movies that
Butler,
people
let's
care
go.
about.
As long as they're good. Alright, let's see. Roger Rabbit, Betty Boop. She was played by... come on. Come on. Richie,
IMDb, don't fail us now.
Better tell me, No, okay, let me go back a page.
Do you need help looking it up?
Well, it's like I'm trying to look it up, and all I find is like I can't find the actual. Okay, so it was a Miss May Questel or May Castell, not Margie Hines.
Okay, so they got a replacement.
Yep.
Did
Although
that-
granted, go ahead.
I was gonna ask if that replacement ever voiced Betty in anything else.
I'll look it up here. For now, so this is the first step of trying to get over to her, and
Angry
God.
God.
I knew it was gonna happen one day.
Nine piece.
So now we get ourselves a new mobility upgrade.
Pin swing. Or
Yep.
swing pin.
Basically, you take our
Take note of the special hook spins.
basically grapple
These
beam.
can help you reach
Oh.
Ah, neato.
You will
If I
find
see these little
guards
floaty
waiting for
guys,
you through an open
hold the left
window
trigger,
at the other
pull,
end.
and
Looks a bit floaty, but I mean, at least as long as it does its job.
yep. The only thing is that it is momentum based, so don't do what I did sometimes and do it on the back end of your swing. Otherwise, you'll have no forward momentum. Woo! And pretty much always go out from it into a hover. Like this is definitely the kind of game where you want to have floatiness to your movements with hoveries. Otherwise, you fall like a brick. So this is our last like major platforming area for this, and where the majority of it. Hang on, let me.
Hey, can you lower it? Or
I believe it's based on. There it goes. I believe it's based a little bit on how. I'm sure there's something I'm missing here, but
I think what it's trying to do is that it's latching you to a certain amount of oh jeez, like that. It's literally zipping you straight to the default spread
yeah.
or arc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
fair enough.
So you kind of it's one of those cases where you kind of have to do tricky platforming with that one.
Fair enough. So let's see. Looking into television, no, not comics, merchandise, legal issues. Eesh, Betty Boop. Who knew?
I mean, given how long it's been.
Okay, so May Castell began voicing Betty Boop in. Okay, I kid you not. This is what it was called. in the 1930s. Okay, wait. Yeah, in the 1930s, May Castell started playing Betty Boop in a short, literally titled "Bimbo's Silly Scandals."
Right, because the bimbo was the name of the clown.
Yeah. And continued with the role until 1938. And after 1938, nothing ever really happened with Betty Boop for a while until May Castell returned back to the role 50 years later for Roger Rabbit.
Oh, wow. So there is still some legacy behind her.
Oh, yeah, no. Or at least the fact that, like, yeah, imagine, like, hey, it's been 50 years, you still want to play the part, and she nails it.
Yeah?
Don't mind whatever the hell happened there.
Okay, so that wasn't just me.
Sometimes my video thing does some weird things, and for some reason, it doesn't
Did you
pick it up in
record
the
this while you were
editing
still having those issues?
On my computer, I mean, the problem is that this was... Let me actually look at the file and see when that was recorded.
It says you uploaded in 2021.
Oh, I recorded something. I recorded Uncharted like years before I actually started editing Uncharted 2 together. So let me see.
Fair.
Let me see when I actually recorded this sucker.
I mean, honestly, it's the kind of thing where I usually do this shit ahead of time.
I know. So I recorded the original files for this playthrough back in...
I'll take it.
Careful, Vince. Back in 2021. So yeah, no. So at the very least, I don't know. It's the same thing of like... This issue has been unfortunately a thing since we did like It Takes Two and stuff. Not It Takes Two, freaking A Way Out. Which,
Yeah, we'll still do It Takes Two. It's just we still need to prep up for that.
Right.
Oh my gosh,
did you guys even like touch It Takes Two until now?
We did do like one brief bit of practice.
Just to familiarize yourself a little bit with the controls. Which, by the way, for a company that didn't really like they don't really do platformers. Like even a Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons isn't really a platformer. Like there's no jumping unless there's ledges, like stuff. But like, regardless, honestly, pretty solid controls from what I had tried. Like they felt pretty tight. Uh-oh.
Yeah, like it definitely felt like it knew what it was trying to do. Nothing too jank about it.
But yeah, beyond that, and us testing to make sure that my computer could handle it, and James and I connecting to it. I mean, at this point, all we just need is just the time to just roll up our sleeves and get to it.
Yeah, I mean, honestly,
And people.
I guess it's also just a matter of if there were still people that wanted to join us for that when we get around to it.
Which, I mean, on that point, maybe we should just hold off on that until like the summer when Matt's off school.
Right. Because I think he'd outright, give us the stink eye if he wasn't there for it.
He loves Joseph. I think it is Joseph. Whatever. He loves Fares.
Yeah,
He loves the Fares
himself.
studio. Yeah, Captain Snoot. If there was ever going to be a Captain Snoot live action, I want him to be Captain Snoot.
If we're ever big enough to warrant there needing to be like a Captain Snoot Netflix series.
Well, if ever some schmuck wanted to make a movie series based on Monkey Island, they get to Curse of Monkey Island, they better bring back Captain Snoot for that.
Ah, jeez, the skull's all the way back here.
Oh,
yeah, back to the level again. Anyway, they're not typically this long, but anyway, yeah. Now I think about
Dead monster
but now I think about do you think that, especially because I think Lucas Arts to an extent still owns Monkey Island, don't they?
They do.
So,
but they're a part of Disney now as well. So
that's what I'm saying. So could there one day be a Monkey Island show on Disney Plus?
I think it really depends on if Disney wants to, because last I checked, they felt, again, they might be wrong. I might be wrong about this, but I thought someone mentioned that they had no interest in Monkey Island because they already have Pirates of the Caribbean.
Right.
Yeah, and that's worked out so well for them now.
What was the last Pirates of the Caribbean related thing we even had?
Dead Men Tell No Tales, and then the whole Johnny Depp thing happened, which we're recording this as of he's about to finally go into court with his ex-wife or whatever. So I'm not sure what's going to happen. The last I heard was that they were still working on a sequel, but I don't know if it's going to have Johnny Depp in it, and the last thing I heard was that in October 2018, it was reported that Disney was trying to look for a way to reboot the franchise because of Johnny Depp. And they almost got the writers from the first Deadpool movie on board, but they departed the project and the reboot was canceled.
I mean, like,
But-
would you say, like, just one last thing before we, like, end the video, would you say, given how the Pirate series has pretty much dwindled on, would you say that they could have benefited from a straight-up reboot?
I mean, I don't know. Like Pirates of the Caribbean, I really do not know. Like,
I don't personally see it working, considering how cinematic the whole thing already was.
right, like it's not like a reboot I think works if you have like this set lore and this set like rule of how everything went, but Pirates of the Caribbean, even its source material, like, would they basically just remake the first movie all over again? Would they tell a brand new story? I mean, it's neat to see these pirate drama, like fantasy movies, but I don't know. I feel at that point I almost wonder if you just make a whole new like entity in and of itself. But
like again, make a Monkey Island movie for all we care.
Yeah, we'll see. All right, take care, everybody.
Oh, that's right. We still got Voodoo Vince to do. Right. We'll see you all next time.
But I want to talk about my directorial debut.